How do you use workouts to inspire hope in your day-to-day life? For context, I'm a stay-at-home mom who works out regularly. I've noticed that in certain areas of my life, I feel discouraged, unmotivated, and somewhat hopeless. How can I use exercise to channel that change that I want to see?
That is a beautiful question. I know we're only on episode 3, and I don't know if we're allowed to have favorite episodes, and I don't know if I've delivered like great answers, but I really love these questions that we've had.
Good.
And this third question is a phenomenal question. So I'm not able to answer from the perspective of a mom or as a parent. So take this with a grain of salt, I guess is how I would phrase it. But I can share with how I use workouts in my day to day life in order to help me do the other things that I do. Because a lot of people have this perception of, well, you're a sports specialist, you're a physical therapist, you're a performance coach. So yeah, working out's part of your day. But the reality is like, it's hard to work out. It's hard to find times to work out because you're just giving so much to other people that really have to make it a priority, to the point that in our Google Calendar, we have like blocks that are scheduled this time, workout. And
Yeah.
even if we can't get in a full hour, we get in a 10-minute WOD or a 15-minute WOD. So we're using that. But the reason I use that is because it really gets me through the week. It's a thing that really picks me up. It's something that's been a staple to my life for as long as I can remember. And for me, what better way to get yourself to experience joy than by suffering? And no matter what we do, there's going to be suffering involved. So with this, when we're exercising, we're now choosing to have some physical suffering for a greater purpose. So that's one reason I like to do that. The other reason I like to do that is because if you're in a good exercise routine and you're using the principles of motor learning, which are that an activity has to be challenging, but you can be successful with it. Maybe not the first time, but if you keep practicing, you can be successful. So that sets up this mindset that when an obstacle is placed in front of me and I keep working at it, I will be able to overcome it. And now that transfers into so many other aspects of your life. Because now it's not just learning a Turkish get up or a ring muscle up or name the movement. It's my baby's crying at 2 in the morning. I need to go feed him or change him, whatever it may be. Well, I have some previous experience of when an obstacle came up when I was suffering and I faced adversity, that I showed myself that I can step up to the plate to do this. Because the brain works from prediction factors and it goes off of previous experiences and previous memories to pull from. So if it's in a new situation, it's going to pull from things that are somewhat alike that. So if we can build this library of us suffering, but facing an obstacle and overcoming it and knowing that, yeah, that workout was hard. Like one that comes to mind is acid bath, because we were talking about it the other day. It's very appropriately named. It's a short workout, but then after, the lactic acid starts accumulating throughout your body because it doesn't know where to go. Your body's trying to pump it to other muscles that can take care of it, and it doesn't have anywhere to go because your whole body's kind of wrecked from this. So you're on the ground for like 30 to 45 minutes afterwards. But you look back and you're like, wow, I overcame that. Like that amount of discomfort, that amount of pain, after that 40 minutes of rolling on the floor, I got up again. So now when you feel like you're stuck, when you're in that hole and you're reaching for community, you know that it's possible. So I think workouts allow you to do that. And I think as a new parent, I'm sure there's a lot of obstacles that come up. You're serving this human because the human's not able to service themselves.
Mhm.
So like you're going in and out of your way, but it's giving you that little time in the day for you to love yourself and to do something for yourself and to take care of yourself. And some of our friends, it's amazing watching them and their dynamic of, he gets home from work, he'll go work out in the garage. The kids will be inside. He'll go inside, take care of the kids. The mom will come out and get her workout in, and then they have family time. But the whole time, the kids are inside, but they're peeking out the window to see what daddy's doing, to see what mommy's doing. So now they're setting this example. Because what do kids want to do? They want to do the things that their parents are telling them that they can't do. So there's no, you have to stay in. So now they're seeing this thing that they're being told, hey, no, you can't do this yet. So now they want this. Like
Mhm.
now they're excited for it, to the point that his son came out one time and he's like, hey, man, you got to go back inside. And he goes, does a squat. And my buddy goes, okay, yeah, that's a squat. And he does a deadlift. He goes, okay, yeah. And then he does a sit up. And I'm like, he's learning what to do to be able to stay in the gym. And what a cool example
Mm.
to set for that. But what I would say is that it's so important to find those little windows. It doesn't have to be this glamorous workout that's an hour or 2 hours long. It doesn't need to be this perfect thing of the best warm up followed by dynamic mobility, followed by power, then strength and endurance, and then a cool down with stretching and lay on the ground and meditate and do diaphragmatic breathing. It's not possible.
Mhm.
Like you have a family to take care of. Give yourself 10 minutes. The analogy I always use is that if your gas tank is empty, it's better to stop and put in a couple dollars than to just keep trying to roll home. So think of it that way, that you're getting these little bits of it, and that's going to stock up over time.
I love that. And a couple of things I thought about as you were sharing. One of them, going back to my previous experience, one of the things that we did when we were working out was, or during my volunteer work, was we would do a really early morning workout once a year, and in the spirit of Remember the Titans, very similar, very similar. In the spirit of football, very similar to Remember the Titans, where we would get woken up in the middle of the night or early morning, 3 a.m. basically. And we would all go and work out. And I've done this workout, and you work out till the sun comes up. And I've done this I think 7 times over the past, 10 years. And during that time I had chronic pain, complex regional pain syndrome. I had a very serious eating disorder that I was eating like less than 500 calories a day, like just craziness. And but I was still able to do those workouts. And sure, I maybe walked instead of ran, or whatever, depending on the year. But I look back at that time, and I'm not a mom yet by any means, but I look back and I'm like, if I have the opportunity and the blessing to be a mother someday, when my kid's crying in the middle of the night, I can remember that. And I think that's what you're telling our question asker Teresa, is that you've already been through challenges, so pull from those experiences and let them motivate you in this current season.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing that I thought of as you were sharing was, I know for myself, there's times where I work out because I think to myself, oh, I have to go get a workout in. Like, I know it's good for my body, so I'm going to go do it. And there's almost this like negative tone towards the workout. Or there's this anxious tone of like, oh, if I don't work out, I'm going to be so anxious today, so I need to go work out. And what I've been doing my best to do, and I don't even know if I've told you this, but especially in preparation for the competition I did recently, I was doing my best to get excited
Mm-hmm.
for every workout. And I think her question, how do I use exercise to channel a change that I want to see? I think it's try to go into every single time that you work out, like Dillon said, whether it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, go into every exercise with an excited attitude of, I want to be a big kid and play. I
Mm-hmm.
want to I want to go have fun. And even if the workout crushes you, or maybe it doesn't crush you, it doesn't matter the outcome, but try to be excited for it, because I think that excitement, that joy, that I want to be a big kid, like that's going to bless you in the other areas of your life more than, oh, I need to work out because I'm anxious, or oh, I need to work out because if not,
Mm-hmm.
like then I'm going to feel unproductive today or whatever. Like having an excited attitude really goes a long way.
Yeah, and let me provide another example here, because we gave the one of the mom and dad switching off, but maybe this person is at home and the husband or the father is at work, so they don't have the option of just leaving the baby and
Right.
and doing a workout. Make the baby part of it.
Mhm.
It's so much fun. Like I've had a few moms that I've worked with in the past that they made cleaning the house a workout routine. They had a new puppy and a new baby.
Wow.
Both were pooping on the floor, so she had a lot of cleanup to do. And she's like, I don't, the spare time that I have, I'm going around cleaning up the house. And I was kind of jokingly, but then I was like, well, no, this could actually work. But I was like, what if you are scrubbing the floor, but you're holding a plank as you're doing it. Or when you're picking up your baby, you're doing a thruster. Like you're squatting with the baby and then you're just like lifting the baby up overhead. Like find these little micro doses of movement throughout the day. We so underestimate how important play is and how important running fast is. So another fun one, like babies are figuring out their depth perception, put them in a little, what do you call it, holder,
Like a
like a
walker.
walker, a little
Yeah.
bouncer thing,
Yeah.
like have them be there and then do shuttle runs. Because now mommy's coming to get close to my face. Oh, I'm excited. Mommy's running away. Oh no, where are you going? Mommy's coming back. And then as the
Oh.
mom, it's enjoyable. Like you can even do, instead of touching the cone, you give the baby little kisses. You run, slow down, don't headbutt the baby, but you slow down, you give the baby a kiss on the forehead, you run to the next cone and come back. You do those shuttle runs at a good speed, you're looking at a 5-minute workout and you're going to get the benefits as if you did a 2-hour workout. So it's not about, again, this like perfect routine. It's about play. It's about getting the work done and making it realistic where you can actually do it during the day.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. And Teresa, I hope that those answers really bless you and help you. And I love the idea of the running one, and so I hope that you take that into consideration, because I just think it'd be fun, and I just imagine kids' faces be like, "Oh, really excited," and then like confused, and I don't know. I just think that it's a way to laugh
Yeah.
throughout the day as well.
Shuttle run peekaboo.
Yeah, exactly.